In this video, we will learn about this program. We'll write down all the program and we'll check the logic of it, how we can actually resolve it in better way. And guys, you can do the more practice of this such kind of program that will be helping your interview also. In the video last, I will put it list of all other program also. You guys can do practice. If you require any suggestion or any help, please comment it. I will help out you also. Let's see the practically. Finding the maximum and minimum values in the array. We have integer of array. We need to find out the maximum and minimum element of the array. It can be any place also. So we need to create a functions, and that is finding out the maximum and minimum of the array. So I'm creating a package so that for reference purpose, because we will create a more program and it will grow it. So rather than putting into everything, I'm just making a packages. We'll create a folder, find max and min. Same name, we'll create a file name also, find max and min. Now we need to write down functions, find max and minimum. Over here it will receive an array and receive of integer of array, and it will return two number, one is max and one is min. Now suppose I'm assuming max and min is array of 0th element. Whatever the 0th element, I'm assuming this is the maximum, this is the minimum number. If I does not find out, this will become the maximum and minimum number. Okay. Now we'll run a loop, and yes, we need to be run like a way only, range array, and inside it we'll write down the logic. Logic is simple, straightforward. This is only if number. So if number is greater than whatever I actually store it over here, we will replace the maximum. Suppose this is array, for example 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, and I store the number, the first one. When I will check first one, okay, this is the same number, that's fine. When you will check, when it will run next time, it will check, okay, first is the number, but already I have 0 value. So first is greater than the yes, then it will replace to the maximum again to the first. Okay, like a way it's going. So whichever the maximum, it will actually replace it till it will won't find out the maximum. So whichever the maximum it find out after the comparison between these two, it will replace one of them over there. Same thing for minimum, it is actually checking over here, and whichever the number is the minimum between the num and minimum already we stored the first value, it will replace it. Finally, we need to return it, max and min. Let's test it. I need to write max, min, and both we will get it from find max min dot max min. So undefined. Why so undefined? Oh, sorry. Given a small letter name, it should be capital name, and now we receive this two variable, and now simply I display it. And yes, this is done, and this is also we got. Now let's run it. Go run. I simply say dot because right now we need to run multiple files. Yes, this is also correct. This is the maximum and this is the minimum. Okay, so this is our first program. Reverse an array. Second program is we need to reverse the array. Suppose I have an array, I want to reverse it. So I'm just giving array 1, and this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When it will come, it should be printed 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 like you. So to reverse it, it's simple way, guys. Actually, if I need to reverse it, so this element I will assign to the 0th index, and this index I will assign to the last index. And I need to run a loop. And how much time the loop will run? It will run the 50% of it, or I can say the half of the how many elements. Suppose if the length is 5, it should be run to the whatever the half of it is. Okay, so suppose here we are printing the original array, and now we need to write down logic. So I'm making a new file and folder, and that is reverse array, and I'm just saying reverse underscore array ARR, and the file name is also reverse array, reverse underscore dot go. Here we'll create a package that is reverse array, and we will just simply say functions reverse array, and it will take an parameter as an array of integer. So I'll just simply say arr of integer, and it should return also an integer of array. Now one more thing, function name should be capital because we will use it into main program. Now we need to write down, calculate the reverse of array. So to reverse of array, first we will get the length of the array. This is the length of array. Now we need to simply run a loop. Yes, this is also correct. And finally I need to return an array. We are running a loop, whatever the length divided by 2, and this is suppose over here this is the 0th index, and this is the and n is the 5 minus 1 n is the 5. Okay, total how many element is 5. I is the 0 minus 1, so what it will become? It will become the fourth is the index. So total we have 5 elements, fourth is the last index. In the last index we are assigning the first one, and then first index we are assigning the last one. So this is the way we can reverse it. Let's test it. Over here we need to be just call the reverse array, and to call this one I need to first write down reverse array dot, first I need to append the package, a reverse array dot reverse array, and I need to remove this one. Yes, this is the correct, and here I need to pass the array one. Right, that's it. Now we can run it, and we'll see this was the array 1 2 3 4 5, and now we are getting 5 4 3 2. Check if an array is sorted. Third one is we want to check if an array is sorted or not sorted. We wanted to validate the array is sorted or not sorted. So let's take an array. This is array 2, and we need to write down a function and check it is this array sorted or not. So I'm just creating a new folder. Rather than creating a folder, okay, yes, rather than creating a new folder I can put the files also, guys. Right, so let me create a single folder, and I'm just simply say program, and inside in it I'm putting all this file, this one and this one also. Now we don't require this folder, delete, and even this is also not required. Now let's resolve the packages. So we'll go there and we'll say program. Okay, this is my package name, and this is also program is my package name. Now both resolved. Now we should go and resolve this one, and we got an error. We'll simply say program. Yes, and simply say program. Right, that is correct. Now let's create a new one, and I'm just saying it's sorted. Dot go. Here package will be the program. Inside in it we need to write down one functions is sorted, and over here we need to take array of integer, and definitely it will return a boolean value because it will check if it is sorted or not sorted. Okay, logic will be we need to run a loop, and we need to check every consecutive element. If the element, we need to run a loop, and we need to compare all the elements of the array, first element to the next element. If the first element is greater than to the next element, that means that condition is false. We want it should be 1 2 3 4, means the first element should be smaller than second, and second element should be smaller than third, like. So for loop I will say variable and 0th, and we need to run definitely I to less than of length. Here we will pass the arr, and we'll say -1 because we wanted to be run whatever the length we have -1 of it. So this is our loop. Now next thing is if arr, and we are checking if arr is greater than this, then immediately return false because our condition is false. If everything goes well, we does not get any false, then it should be written true. So this is our program, and definitely we should make a capital letter, and we should test it over here. So I'm just writing down this is there and this is true, and it should be program dot shorted, and remove, and this things is not required. Okay, let's run it. Yes, this array is shorted, and if I write down suppose over here 6 value, so let's run it. Yes, this is false, so this is correct, so this is tested.
Finding the second maximum value in the array.
Okay, so the fourth program, and one of the interview question is find the second largest element in array. Okay, it can be second largest, maximum or minimum, it could be anything, but I'm just saying second maximum values. So okay, over here we'll write down this is the array, and here I'm just giving third, and I need to create a new file, second largest dot. Okay, and package should be program and functions second largest. That's fine. It will take an array over here and it will return an integer. Whatever the second element, it will return it. To get a second largest element, yes, I need to be first collect the largest and second largest. The largest element we will compare the second largest element to the largest element, we will compare the second largest element. It should be not equal, or it should be less than of largest, or we can say. Okay, here we are taking the two variables and both have the first item of the array, and we will check the second largest should be always less than to the largest. Okay, here we will run a loop, and in the loop we will just simply run it and we will check the value. Okay, in the value, what the logic we need to check, key whatever the value we have, definitely if the value is greater than largest, whatever the largest we store it, if it is that greater than largest, then what we will do in the second largest, whatever the largest value, it will goes to the second largest, plus whatever the value we have, that is we will store it. Except that already we did it into where we get the maximum value. Okay, this is the way to get the maximum value. Okay, we will comparison one by one. If we have any value greater than largest, whatever we stored it, we will replace it. But over here we are doing the one extra step is what largest value also we are putting in second largest, means now it will become this is the largest value. Okay, because this value we are changing, so we are changing this one also, because we are thinking that because whatever the largest, now it becomes second largest, we are assuming like that. Now when second time loop will be run, suppose, and if we have this kind of condition, suppose over here what we are checking if value is greater than second largest. Okay, whatever the value, right now earlier we are comparison with this, if this is the false, suppose if the value is, for example, is not greater than largest, then it will go there and it will say, oh, is the value is the second largest greater than, then whatever the value, it should be on the second largest. Plus we have one more extra condition, value should not equal to the largest. Okay, the value should not equal to largest, that is also condition, because it could possible the value is whatever we stored it, that might be the different values coming, but that is not equal to the greater than this one, so we are checking it should not equal to the largest value. Okay, so I'll show you. Okay, let's take the example of this one. So we have this is array, and now both have the value 1 and this is also 1. Okay, now by comparison we have value is greater than 1. Is this condition is true? No, it is false, right? And now it will come directly over here. Yes, because value is also this one and largest also we have this one only. Now it will false and it will come over here. What is the value? Value is 1. What is the, is it greater than largest value, second largest value? No, that is also false. If this is false, it won't become. Okay, second time loop will be run. So what is the value will become over here? Value will become over here 2. Okay, what is the largest value is there? Largest value is the by default we have 1. So it will go inside it. Okay, because this condition is true. Now largest value, whatever the largest value we have, that is goes to the second largest. Now second largest will become over here 1 and largest will become over here 2. Okay, in second time, like loop is actually exit from here. Now it's run third time. Okay, now value is the third and we will store over here value equal to 3. Now if value is 3, it is actually greater than largest. Yes, that is true, because it will become over here and this is coming over here. And let me put these things over here. Okay, so this is true. So now what happened actually? It will goes to there, this is second and this will become third. Okay, and keep going on like away, and this is also, this is the way actually we'll get it. So definitely you can see when what will be the come, this will become like way. So never goes inside it because this condition is never matched, but we wrote down this condition might be, it's possible this is not coming in this sorted order, it might be coming in different sequence. That's why we wrote down. What is the meaning is, if this condition is false and somehow this condition is true, because it could possible. We have another example. Suppose we have 2, we have 5, 2, 3, 7, like, okay, like this is 5. So this kind of example or some other kind of example can possible actually over here. That time the second largest value definitely it should be greater than 2 value and is not equal to the largest value, because the largest value should be separate out it, and this should be value should be always greater than this. If this all this condition is matched, we will simply say return second largest value. Okay, so return second largest value. Okay, over here, and let's test it over here, and we will test over here second largest value, and we are just passing array 3 and answer should become 4. Let's run it. Yes, the second largest value is the 4, so this is correct. Okay,
Sorting an array of integers.
so next program is sort an array. Suppose I have an array of 4 and this is unsorted, we want to sort it. So to sort an array, we have one function sort. Here we can write down integer, string, any some other functions. So to sort an array, we can access the sort, and here we have multiple functions. Right now we are actually sorting integer. Here we can pass our collections. So this is my array 4. After this one, if we will print it, it will sorted it. So let's run it. npm run. Let's run it. Go run dot. Let's run it. Here we can see this array is sorted. Suppose I want to reverse of it. To reverse of an array, this is the function. There we can write down sort interface. So where we need to pass the sort functions. So we'll pass it sort dot reverse. Reverse is the functions. There we want sort dot, and this is the slice of integer, and inside in it we need to write down the array 4. Now after that, if we will try to print it, we should be getting descending order. So okay, sorry, I need to change to for, and let's run it. Now we can see this is in descending order. So this is the way we can sort it. On the basis of this, to using this sort functionality, we can remove the duplicate also.
Remove duplicates from an array.
To remove the duplicate, suppose this is our array and this is 5 and this is our original array. Okay, we want to remove duplicate from over here. So duplicate we can remove better with the map. Okay, map exactly another actually way to basically hold the collections, but map we will learn into next video. So over here we'll try to do everything through the sort functions and through the normal for loop. Okay, so let me make it new file and is remove duplicate. Okay. Package program functions remove duplicates. Over here we will receive as a parameter a array of integer, and after the duplicate also we should return array of integer. Okay, so first we should check if length of array is equal. So we need to be write down and return array itself. Okay, so over here we will just simply sort an integer of array. That we just learn it actually, right, how to sort it, and this should not be there. Okay, once we done the sorting, then we will suppose I'm making a variables, and over here I colon equal to 1. Okay, this is the index I'm taking, and yeah, that's fine. So over here I will take the j colon of 1, we will run a loop on it, and here we'll write down I less than 2 length of array, and this is correct. Yes, we will normal loop, we will run it. Okay, we can run the range also, but now we need to run from the first. Okay, so because we wanted to be check first item to this next item, like we will compare it. Over here we will write down array of I, array of j, that is the loop index, should not equal to array of j minus 1. Means it should not be equal to the whatever the current index and whatever the next previous index, it should not equal to. Okay, if it is not equal, then what we will do, we will write down over here j, over here I means actually already we take this one, okay, whatever the first index, because we are doing actually removing duplicate and we are just moving it exactly. If it is not equal, then we should be move it also, we are changing the index over here. Now we'll say array of j. Okay, if this is not equal, so that means we need to move it actually further. Okay, and if this is a condition will become, then we will just simply say increment of I means outside of this one, so by default is 1. So first place we will take it out this one, because if the element, okay, let me explain through example, guys. Let me copy this one and putting over here. So this is the first element, we are not taking care, this is 0 index, we are taking care of this one. So if this, when we running it exactly, okay, this is the first time we run, the first time we ran exactly this one and this one, if both are not equal, then whatever the value of the j, whatever the value of the j means 0th one, that actually we will assign on the first one, means we will just swap it, and so on actually till the time actually we will increment this value, because we need to be further we need to do. So where we are assigning over here, these index we are changing continuously. Finally we know that this is still not equal, we will do after that whatever we have duplicate we are pushing in the last. So we will just simply say slice of array and this one. So this index will be increased till the time this conditions will be there. If the condition is going there, that is actually we say non-duplicate. Okay, if the till whatever the I will find it, suppose if I will reach out to the 4th place, then this is actually we are understanding duplicate. Whatever the unique, we will actually moving into further. Okay, so this is that, because we shorted it the array. So after the shorting, what it will be? So it will be like a way. So 1, and we have 2 times 1, and this is 2, and 3 is a 2 time, like a way, guys. 4 like a way. Okay, and the 5 is 2 time, like a way it should be. Right, so on. So if let me write down, let me complete it also. So this is there, so it should be look like it. So we found it. Okay, these are the not equal, then only it will move and it will swap it, all that actually whatever the duplicate it will goes to down, and finally we filter it. Okay, let's test it. Okay, one more thing, we should be write down the capital, remove duplicate, we'll go into the main program. Over here we need to write down. Okay, so simply to print it exactly. Okay, so simply we need to print. So I just say remove duplicate program or remove duplicate, and inside and it will pass the array 5. Let's run it. Okay, argument list, that is correct. Okay, sorry, did I return right? Oh, sorry, this was a mistake. We should write down like a way. We will run it again. So over here this was the, okay, over here that should be j, not I, and yeah, just everything is correct. Let me rerun it. Okay, yeah, now we can see it is remove all the duplicates, is remove it. Okay, so if you wanted to know, over here also we can write down fft.println, and you can say before removing, I can just simply write down that, and this one also we can write down before after shorting. This is our array. So let's run it. Okay, now we can see this is after shorting, this is done before removing. So all the duplicate is whatever it is that is going in the last. So this is 5 is duplicate, that it was actually three times, so it will move in this way. 9 is also duplicate, Okay, and 6 and 9. These are the 4 elements it will delete it. So this is the way we can remove the duplicate.
Inserting an element at given index into a slice.
Okay, next program is, suppose I want to insert a number in any place, any index in a slice. So we'll say inserting an element into an array or slice. Okay, or slice I can say. Definitely in the slice only, so I'll just simply say slice. So let me write down a slice over here and write down making a new file. Inserting new slice, inserting new element. Not go. Okay. Over here the package will become program, and functions we need to write down capital I inserting a new element. Over here we will insert it. Okay, to insert a new element we need to know the two things. Suppose I want to write down element that is also integer and index is also integer, and both are integer. Okay, after that we want it to be returned back the array also. So suppose I'm just saying array of integer. So definitely we need one more array also. So I can just simply say array of integer over here. So this is array of integer. Okay, now the simple way, as we learned it, actually append functions. So append is the way to, if you need to be add, insert or remove or any item, actually if I need to change it into a slice, so we need to use the that append it only. So what I was trying to do, simply I'm just say return append, and where we want to append into the array. So we need to write down array, and first we will take array the starting index. Whatever the index we have, that is starting index. Okay, in between we will write down the particular index what we wanted to do. So I'll do like a way. Okay, and suppose if I need to append something in an array or existing slice, so I can just simply say this, and I can just simply say element like a way. This is existing one. Here I wanted to add whatever the behind it actually I wanted. I can just simply say write down like a way. Okay, so same thing I need to write down over here also. So this is empty one. Okay, I'm just making append one more, and over here this is append this empty slice, so integer, and this will be hold an element. So guys, it is look like a way. Take an example of this one. Okay, so suppose here I want to insert something. Okay, suppose I want to insert over here 100 value. So this meaning is this 100 will become over here. Inside in it I want to add the whatever the last this things. Okay, so how we will add it, we'll say array, and we need to write down index after whatever it is. So this is the way we can write down. And definitely if it is slice, so we need to write down dot dot dot, closing this first bracket of append, then dot dot dot, because it is also written a slice and we need to be close it also another bracket, and that's it. So this is the way we can insert it. Now let's test it. So this is slice and fmt dot, suppose this slice will return something, so I will just simply say fmt dot println, right, and over here we'll simply say original slice. Okay, let's take an example of original slice also, and fmt dot println after inserting, that is also correct. Program dot insert new element, here we'll write down the element, this is second is the index, and we need to write down the slice also. This is a slice we want to use it. Let's test it. We are run, and we can see 100 is coming over here. So this is the way we can insert it. Okay,
Finding the index of an element in a slice.
okay, another function is we can make, suppose I want to find a particular element. Okay, finding index of a particular element of the slice. So suppose I have one slice, take an example of this is, and over here we'll write down first. Okay, we'll say find index. I'll make a new program of find index dot go, and over here we'll write down program and functions find index. Over here we need to write. So definitely we need to write down the receive the slice or the array and the value which we wanted to find out. So So this is the way, and we wanted to return it the index only. Okay, this is the index we wanted to return it. Over here, what we need to do, we need to run a loop, and we will check if that particular slice, we will compare one by one value. If any value is actually same, then we will return the particular index. This is simple thing. So the way actually it's this one, and if it won't return, we can simply say value does not find out. And this is simple, running the loop. If any value found, then we'll say return that particular index. If does not found, -1. Okay, and this one we can write down, suppose find index, that is correct. And okay, 1 second, not find index, I need to write down for slice 1 and then index. This is the, suppose third is the index, any value we can say, we can run. Yes, this is the index element 3 in the place of the 2, 0 1 2, that is correct. Okay, so this is the way we can find out also.
Move all zeros to the end of an array.
Guys, so next thing is we wanted to move all the zeros end of the array. Okay, so suppose this is, we have array, and I can see array 4 5 and this is 6 1. So this is 6, and here we need to write down, suppose this is original array, we need to write down move all the zeros to the end. So let me make a file. So program new file dot go. Here package should be program functions, and this is the name of the functions, and we should write down M capital. It should receive an array and return it also array. Okay. Now to move in the last, I need to run the 2 times the loop. First I will calculate the length, and suppose I am taking one variable over here. Now I need to run a loop, normal loop we wanted to write. We can run the range also, normal loop also, because we need to play with the index. So I can just simply say this loop, we will comparison. If the current, suppose this is not 0, so I'm just moving on the 0th index, that particular element. So whatever the current element, I'm pushing into 0th index, plus definitely whatever I moved it, then I need to increment the G also, so that all the non-zero, it will, whichever it found first, it will move on the 0th index, then it increment this one, then next index, if next element also found non-zero, then we move into that particular place, like we will move it. After that we need to run one more loop till j is less than 2n. Okay, whatever the n we take it the length, and if we need to be run j less than n. Okay, so this condition is starting definitely true, because we know actually some element definitely we have non-zero. Here also we need to be running conditions, because run the increment, so that this condition should be false, and all the last element whatever is the left, we need to make the 0th actually. Okay, so finally we'll return an array. Okay, so let's test it. We will over here write down fmt. Yes, this is only, and let's run it. Okay, now we can see these two 0, this and this will be goes in the last. So this is the way it means actually. If we'll do this one, so let's print it, fmt dot print. Yeah, here we can write down array. Over here this is array, before actually doing this one, and after that actually definitely, and after before doing this one we can check this also. So we can see this is the value over there. So it will replace all the non-zero in the starting at the 0th index and next index and next index, like whatever the thing is left is okay after this one. So j values, you can see j value will be the second. Okay, we'll print it. Over here j value is third. Okay, that means actually it will run 0 1 2, and this is third. Okay, 0 1 2, I think. Yeah. So we can see j value is over here. So if you print this one, the j value is actually we have third. So total element we have 5, but it will run less than to 3, means only the 0th one and the second time, and after this whatever it is we are making as 0. So this is the way also we can do to move the 0 to that.
Best time to buy and sell stock.
Over here we will resolve a problem. What is the best time to buy and sell a stock? So this is the problem, and we have one array, and array is price. So these are the price. Okay, now so we need to find out what is the maximum profit. Okay, this is correct. Now we need to make max profit. So that's great. Max profit don't go, and let me write down package functions max profit, right? And over here we'll receive an array. Suppose I'm receiving a price array of integer, and okay, here we will get the price. So now the problem is over here. So we are giving an array of the price of particular length. Okay, the price of given array stock of the ith day. So this is the one of the stock. Suppose any stock we can take. This is the all the days exactly. Okay, so you want the what we need to do. We want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from these transactions. If you cannot achieve any profit, you should return the return 0. Okay, so you are given an array price where prices, these are the price. Is the price is given the stock of ith days. So these are the n number of the days, and this is the 1 day's price of that particular stock. Suppose we will take any ABC company. That is 1 day we have this price, another day we have this price, like you want to maximize the profit. Okay, choosing a single day to buy. Suppose I buy on this day and one stock to choosing a different day to future to sell. So in the future might be I need to sell it also. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve, we need to return the 0 over here. Okay, so this is our problem statement. Now we need to write down the solution over here. So suppose I'm just assuming we have minimum price, and minimum price I'm just thinking, suppose we have this price, so we will take the greater than this. So suppose I'm taking 1000 is the minimum price. Next thing is maximum profit. Suppose we are taking maximum profit is actually 0 over here. We'll run a loop and we'll get the price from the, okay, let's make this is the price and this is the price of one of the range, and this is the prices. So we will write down the logic inside, and this is the array. So what we will do, if price is less than to the minimum price, definitely. Next part, else statement. Else if price minus whatever the minimum price we have, that is actually giving both after the excess subtraction. If the giving is the maximum profit, that profit we need to take it. Okay, so we are taking the profit, max profit, price minus minimum price. This is our maximum profit. So we'll return it, max profit over here. So I'll explain you. Let's run it once, then I'll explain you also. So let's run it. Go run dot wait. Okay, over here. So suppose I buy this stock, okay, on this particular price, then I need to be sell actually definitely in the lower of than this one, so that one might be we will get the loss. So if I buy this stock on this particular price, so definitely I'll get the maximum profit. And suppose if I'll buy this one, this is also I want to get a maximum profit. If I buy on 3, I will sell on 6, no, I won't get. If I buy on the 3, I'll sell on the 4th, I won't get. How I actually extract the profit, we'll see these things over here. We'll put here is the things. So price is the first time it will work, then the price will be goes to the suppose 7. Okay, what is the minimum price? Minimum price is actually we know that is 1000. Okay, so is this condition is true? Is the 7 is less than 2000? Yes, that is true. So then my minimum price will become 7. Okay, now second sign, the price is the 1. What is the minimum price? Minimum price is 7. What is the condition? Condition will become 1 and 7. Is this condition is true? 1 is less than 7. Yes, this is true. What is the minimum price? Minimum price is 1. So this is our minimum price. Okay. Now next time is run on the 5. What is the price is 5. What is the minimum price? Minimum price already we have 1, right? We only last step actually minimum price is the 1. So 5 is less than to 1. No, this condition is not true. So minimum price always be 1. We calculated. Now the next statement over here. What is the price? Price is right now 5. 5 minus 1 over here is greater than to the maximum profit. Yes, that is true. So what is the maximum profit will be? So maximum profit is will become 4. That is the truth. Okay. Now next time, what is the minimum price? What is the price? 3. So over here 3. So over here 3 minus. So over here 3 less than 1. Is this true? No. So it's come over here. So now 3 minus 1 is greater than maximum profit. No, that condition is also false. So the maximum profit always will become the what? When it will reach out on 6. Okay, the maximum profit always come when we actually reach out to 6. So this is done. What is the maximum profit we will get? 2 only. So but last time we got 4, so it won't be goes inside it. Next time it will work. Okay, next time is 6. Now next time. Okay, so is 6 is less than to 1? That is false. Now it's come over here. So what is there? So price is actually 6. What is the minimum price we have? Minimum price we have 1. What is the maximum profit? Last time we have 4. Is greater than this? Yes. So what is the maximum profit will become 5. So this is the maximum, guys, and it will return out it. Okay, after running the loop, we know that for 4 also it never come inside it. Okay, so this is the way we can resolve the array and the slice problem there. Okay, and okay, I'm listing the few more problem, and you guys can just do the practice. As much as you do the practice, you will become the perfect in any programming language. Okay, these are the problem practice you can do, and definitely it will be help on your interview also. And if you were stuck somewhere, if you need some help and you wanted to figure out it, what should be the result and how the result is coming, you can just comment it. Or thank you guys, have a nice day, see you in the next video.